Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for investing in your own learning and getting new insights about engineering and project management every day. There's this question that I'm always asked. Is project management and systems engineering the same thing? If so, why do we have two names for one thing? If you like this type of content, please subscribe and share with your professional network. Thanks for your contribution. Let's start. If you are confused about the roles and responsibilities of systems engineers and project managers, and you don't want to be confused anymore, you are in the right place. For the next 7 minutes, we're going to explore 10 areas and focus each from how systems engineers and project managers understand it from different perspectives. Are they the same roles? No, they are totally different perspectives and different roles. But you know what? They are serving for the same outcome and same product and service and stakeholder group, which is the customer, right? One's success is potentially the other's success, and also one's failure might be cause to the other one's failure as well. So they need to work hand in hand. Let's go ahead and start reviewing their focus areas. As I mentioned just now, we're going to explore 10 areas and focus each of them from systems engineering and also project management perspective and understand their approaches. For example, have you ever wondered how a massive project like a rocket launch or a new electric vehicle actually makes it to the finish line? Most people think it's just engineers doing the work. But behind every masterpiece is a quiet, constant tug-of-war between these two roles, which is project management and other engineers, especially the systems engineer. One is like the architect and the other one is like the conductor. One is obsessed with the laws of physics and the other one is obsessed with the laws of the market. Today, we're breaking down the critical differences between the systems engineer and the project manager. If you get this balance wrong, your project fails. If you get it right, you change the world with your products and services. To understand how they coexist and collaborate together, we first have to look at their primary mission, the how and why versus the what and when. So let's look at the requirements versus constraints. The first major difference lies in the rules of engagements. So systems engineers and project managers engage in the stakeholders and the product differently. The systems engineer focuses on requirements, what the machine must do to be functional and safe, versus the project manager or PM focuses on constraints, time, scope, and cost, the hard limits of the money and time and physics. Let me give you an example. Take a high-speed rail project. The systems engineers is working day and night to ensure that the train can hit 300 kilometers per hour without vibrating off the tracks. Meanwhile, the project manager is in meetings ensuring those tracks are laid before the government funding expires at the end of the fiscal year. So as you can see, they have different approaches and different perspectives. One builds the capability, the other protects the opportunity before it expires. Let's check another one. Technical quality versus the resource velocity. Next, we look at the efficiency. Systems engineers look at the efficiency of the product. They want to optimize the code to reduce server load or choose a material that lasts 20 years as long as the product life cycle of the product. Versus the project managers look at the efficiency of the team, the human, the people, what we call resource velocity. In a software hardware firm, while the systems engineer is perfecting the firmware logic, the project manager is tracking burn down charts to see if the developers are finishing the tasks on time and they are fast enough to meet the Friday shipping deadline. Speed is great, but only if you can manage the risks that come with it. Here we're going to look into risk perspective and risk management from a failure versus delay. Both roles manage risk, but they look in different directions to the risk. The systems engineer manages the technical risk. Will this battery overheat, for example? Is the soil strong enough for this foundation? If the system fails technically, the systems engineer has failed. The PM, which is the project manager, manages the programmatic risk. Will our specialized alloy supplier go bankrupt? Will a labor strike stop these cranes from moving? If the project stops for a month, the project manager has failed. Managing these risks requires constant integration of both parts and people and processes. So as you can see, they are serving the same purpose from different perspectives. Their both failures will impact each other, and their successes also will impact each other. Here's another one: integration versus coordination. This is where the roles get often confused and the most questions are asked. Integration is the systems engineer's job. It's about making sure parts fit together. Does the smartphone's camera, for example, software communicate perfectly with the processor? Coordination, on the other hand, is project manager's job. It's about making sure departments fit together. Is the marketing department ready with the ad campaign on the same day engineering finishes the prototype? One manages the interface of the machine, which is the systems engineers. The other manages the interfaces of the organization. Let's look at V&V perspective, which is the verification and validation. In the world of quality, we ask two questions. The systems engineers handle the verification. Let's give an example. Did we build the system right? For example, for a new coffee machine, this might mean testing if the water reaches exactly 93 degrees Celsius as per the specification received from the customer perspective. The project manager, on the other hand, handles the validation. Like this: did we build the right system? They look at the customer. Does the customer actually care about 93 degrees, or they don't even care about it? Will they pay $200 for this coffee machine? These are the important questions for a project manager. You can verify a product perfectly and still fail if the market doesn't validate it. We don't create the products for the sake of showing off our engineering skills. We create the products so that the customer are willing to purchase it. If no one is going to buy it, we're not going to create it. On the other hand, we might create our own market, but that's a different story, right? If there's no market demand, then create your demand, but that's a different perspective. Famous V model and famous Gantt chart. To keep track all of the actions, project management managers and systems engineers, they use different maps. The systems engineers live in the world of V model. They start with a high-level concept, break it down into tiny parts, and then test those parts as they build back up. They're looking at how a single bolt fits into the aircraft wings. In an aircraft, usually there's 4 million parts fit together. The project manager lives in the Gantt chart. They are looking at the bars and milestones and burn down charts. They don't need to know how to both fit together in an aircraft wing. They just need to know if the wing arrives at the factory by Tuesday morning. To the systems engineers, the wing is a system. To the project managers, the wing is a deliverable. That's a great perspective. So from an interface versus stakeholder management perspective, the systems engineer look at the physical data, and then they manage where the two subsystems meet and they work technically together for the same purpose, whereas the project manages where the client meets the company and how they manage the human clients. For example, for a smartphone, Systems engineer ensures that the app talks to light bulb, whereas the project manager explains to homeowner why bulbs are delayed and they're not going to be installed today. Okay, so that's a good example for how they see the things differently. Well, things always go wrong, right? When things go wrong, the roles react differently. If a prototype car won't start, the systems engineers will stay up all night with a device finding the root cause analysis in the wiring harness. That's troubleshooting. Whereas the project manager will try to find a workaround the problem. They might call the client to push the demo back 3 days or reassign the team to work on the interior design while the systems engineer fixes the engine. The systems engineer fixes the glitch, project manager fixes the schedule. Their technical depth and operational breadth are also different. Systems engineer needs depth to understand subsystems and their interactions and their parts, which might include physics, chemistry, and other laws, whereas the project manager needs breadth to oversee the legal, HR, finance, and logistics perspective of the technical achievements. For example, in aerospace, systems engineers understand the chemistry of a rocket fuel, whereas the project management understands the legal permits to launch from a specific site, and they work for it. The last one I want to mention is the success criteria for both roles. So, which one are you, the architect or the conductor? In the modern world of manufacturing and technology, you cannot have one without the other. They should work hand in hand. So here you can see the four categories, and then how they seem from systems engineer and project management perspective. So systems engineers have a primary focus on technical integrity, performance, and functions, whereas the project managers are the schedule, budget, cost, and resources. From a process perspective, project managers initiate, plan, execute, and close the project, which is the 5 phases of the project management as per the PMP. Systems engineer design, test, and integrate, verify, and validate their systems. Objective, systems engineer want to build the right system, like the bulb example, like the aerospace example we just covered. However, project managers want to deliver the project right. And key risks they are dealing with and trying to manage and trying to mitigate is systems engineer for the technical failure versus the project managers deal with the operational delays. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. If you have questions, please comment down below, and then I'll see you in another video. Thank you, and make sure you invest in your